Welcome to Inside the Dojo. I'm your host, Willie the Bam Johnson, along with my lovely family, my wife, Kimberly Johnson, my son, Marco the Answer Johnson, and my two precious jewels, Messiah Johnson and Zarian Johnson, are part of our Dojo Kids crew. We're here to empower you, get you going, motivating you with the principles, concepts of martial arts as a lifestyle. Inside the Dojo.
Professor Bam is here to share with us some very important information and a very powerful message about bullying, okay?
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Professor Bam. Wonderful.
One of the things we like to do all the time in class, or even when I wake up in the morning, I like to be energized. So when I say good morning, everybody say good morning, sir, real loud with a lot of energy. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, sir. That's really, really good, okay? My name is Professor Bam, but people call me Willie the Bam Johnson. I've been doing martial arts since I was 4 years old. My son been doing martial arts, my whole family does martial arts. This is my oldest son right here. One of these pictures. We're going to be talking about bullying today. I put these pictures because these are the things that I go around the country and I teach people. So I know how to break people up. I know how to hurt people. I know all those things. But the last thing I ever want to do is do any of that on a person. If I ever have to do this on a person, then I done lost the fight. If I ever have to use my martial arts to defend myself, I done lost the fight. I learned a long time ago, my instructor told me, he said, if you come and tell me that you done hit somebody in the face with an elbow and you did this, you done made them bleed, there's nothing to brag to me about because you done already lost the fight. Because nobody should bring you down to a level where you have to use your fists or your hands or your feet, anything. You should always be able to talk your way out of a situation or prevent a situation from occurring. And I know when I was a little kid, I used to be bullied a lot. I never used to fight back. I remember people taking my shoes and making me walk home without any shoes. I remember people chasing me from school and I would never fight back because I was always afraid to fight back. And martial arts allowed me to be able to learn how to respect myself because everything in martial arts begins and ends with respect. Just like I owe you guys 25 push-ups for being late. So everything begins and ends with respect. Everybody say that. Everything begins and ends with respect.
Everything begins and ends with respect.
Okay? And one thing I had to learn, people used to bully me as a little kid, was what did I need to do to stop people from picking on me? Well, first of all, there was a lot of different bullies. I had to understand that first. Okay? The first bully that I used to encounter, it's called a verbal bully. It's called a verbal bully. A person just hurts you with words. They call you all these names. They talk about your parents. They do all these things to make you feel bad. They talk about your hair. They talk about your clothes. And it really makes you upset inside. That's called a verbal bully. And a lot of times I used to have to deal with a bully like that because it would always start by cracking jokes. They would crack a joke on me. I would crack a joke back on them. And then one day they called it cracking jokes a lot more than what I could do. So eventually it would hurt my feelings. And when they knew that they could defeat me with the jokes, every time I came in school or they see me, they said something that would hurt my feelings. And hurt my feelings was harder than somebody punching me in the face. And I would go home crying and feeling really upset. And I learned that the only way I can defend myself against a verbal bully is not to begin to engage in cracking jokes. A lot of time it happens in school. Teacher talking to you, you sitting down behind the desk and somebody say, oh man, did you see this last night? It's like, no, look on your face. Oh, look at that, boom. All kinds of jokes. But if I would have been staying focused on the teacher, I'd have never had that problem. And even for my kids, when my son when he used to go to school and he comes home, he said, Dad, I got in trouble. This was happened, this happened, this happened. I said, so what were you doing in that situation? He said, we started out playing around and cracking jokes, and then it made into a fight because it got out of hand. So what we need to do, first of all, like we said, everything begins and ends with respect. So the first thing we're going to do, when what we do on martial arts, which is really important, we learn to pay attention to how we stand and how we look. Because if you stand with no confidence, then people are going to pick on people with no confidence. And what we're going to do right now, first we're going to If you can do that, then you will never be able to have to do things like this. And the consequences of being a bully, because you can be bullied, and then one day you'll become the bully. I used to be bullied, and then one day I became the bully. And when I became the bully, I went to places where most kids don't want to go to. And I got in trouble that nobody really wants to get in that type of trouble. So I know both sides of it. So the last thing I want to do is bully someone else. What I want to do is try to prevent a fight or any sort of confrontation. So first thing we're going to do, everybody going to stand up. Wait 1 second. But when you stand up, because this happens a lot too. The teacher say stands up. Somebody say, everybody gather, let's make a line, and you start touching someone. Then somebody else get mad, and then somebody hits you, and you say, why you hit me? And then a fight breaks up. So when I say stand up, you should not be touching your classmate. You should not touch anyone, just stand straight up. And the other thing when I say it, everybody pay attention. Because I learned this too. When people used to come to my school and talk to me, I used to always play around, crack jokes in the back, because I thought nobody was watching me. But one day when I got into some serious trouble, I wished that I'd have listened to the police officer that came into the school and talked to me. Because your mommy can't help you, the teachers can't help you, the only person that can help you stand up for yourself is you. So if you're sitting back there right now and somebody's talking to you and you're doing something you think you can't see, the only person that you're hurting is yourself. Because one day it's going to be just you by yourself. When you're walking down that hallway, it's just you and that bully. So if you're really going to be respectful, in martial arts class, I can turn my back, but I can guarantee I can tell you who's moving. Why? Because I did things and been in situations where I got to always be aware of everything that goes around me. Everything that's going on around me. So what you got to do is if you want me to respect you, you got to show me respect. So that means you shouldn't be talking. That means you shouldn't be sitting any kind of way up. If I came in here and I was just sitting like this, talking to you, does that look like I'm a leader? What did somebody tell me? Somebody said, what does that look like? Yes, ma'am. A lazy person. If I was sitting up here talking to you like this, what does this look like? Yes, ma'am. A gangster person, an arrogant person, a mean person. So body language is very important. When I teach martial arts, I always stand like this. You'll never see me stand like this. You'll never see me stand like that. Because I become a bully in teaching martial arts, and I can't be a bully. So when I say stand up, remember, I'm asking you a question. When I say eyes on who, you going to say you, sir. So you got to keep your focus on me, because if a bully's talking to you, stand up for a second, man. Anybody's talking to you, your teacher, your mom, somebody in the hallway, and you start looking all around like this, what does that say about you? Does it say you have confidence? It says that you're afraid, right? Correct? Yes. Or it says that you're a disrespectful person. You don't think that what the other person's saying is important. Thank you, man. So when I say stand up, I need you to stay focused right here. All these things are important. Even the young lady that's yawning. Because think about it. One thing I learned in life is that you got to cover your mouth when you yawn. You stand in a line with a bunch of kids, and you just haul off and start yawning at somebody, and they just bang, hit you right there in the face. Stop. I'm not saying it to be funny. I'm saying that's respect. You got to learn right now at a young age is how whatever you get in life is based on what you do right now today. So if you show no respect, you're going to have somebody that's going to be bigger and better than you, going to disrespect you worse than what you had did to anybody in your life. I guarantee you, there's always somebody out there bigger and better than you. So we got to stay respectful. So when I say stand up, I want everybody to stand up without touching. Everybody up? Right. Everybody, quiet, please. Say, yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, when I say hands to your side, you're going to step in, you're going to go, sir, just like this and look straight ahead. Everybody, hands to your side. And now when I say step out, you're going to say, sir, with your hands behind your back. Step out. Everybody step in. Everybody step out. Everybody step in. Everybody step out. Everybody step in. All right. Everybody give me your eyes. Stay focused right here. Everybody quiet. Say yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, everybody have a seat. Quiet. Hello. 3, 2, 1. You want me to respect you? You got to show me respect. Who's a joke bully? Somebody who is a practical joker. Talks about your mom, he your book bag. Talks about you sitting there looking and focusing and trying to get a good grade in school. And they talking about, oh man, you ain't going to get nothing. You're not smart. That teacher really don't care anything about you. Look at you. But everything begins and ends with respect. Like I said, how you sit, what you're doing right now, nobody has to watch you. The police officer used to come in school and talk to me and tell me to like pay attention, respect my mom. And when my mom used to tell me certain things, I didn't listen. I really didn't listen to them. And like I say again, the opposite side of the consequences of your behavior, which is negative behavior, will take you to places that you do not want to go to. Or it will allow you to encounter people that will do things like this to you. I don't want to do any of that stuff to nobody. Because I don't want to fight. Because when you get into a fight, the opposite side, the consequences of it, if you get in a fight right now, if you punch the bully back right now in school, what do you think is going to happen? Yes, sir, stand up. What's going to happen if you get in a fight? I don't care how tough you is. I don't care what the bully did to you. If you get in a fight, keep your hands out your pocket. Because great men keep their hands out their pocket. Okay? And what's going to happen in school? They're going to send you where? To the principal's office? Teacher's going to be upset? Okay. Come up for 1 second. Always respond back by saying yes, sir. Because one day when all you guys become great and you want to go out for a job or you want to go out and get something in life, I know you might be around a lot of people that don't say sir and ma'am, but if you go into a job interview and it's like 100 of you and you always say yes, sir and yes, ma'am, who do you think they're going to remember? Who? Okay, so that takes practice every day. That's why you got to force yourself to say it over and over and over. That's what my mom and my daddy taught me. Other than put your hands in your pocket. Last thing you want to do is put your hands in your pocket because suppose somebody picking on you and a bully comes up behind you and do this. What can you do? Yeah, get your hands out your pocket. Okay, thank you, sir. How about like too slow? Thank you. All right. So we talk about practice. We talk about the verbal bully and the practical joker bully. So we're going to stand back up once again. I see I got you. I like you for your laugh and your participation. You're doing an awesome job. Everybody stand up real fast. And say, sir! Sit back down, sit back down. Hey, hello. I have something I like to do at home on a weekend with my little son. I like to play music, so I have a DJ equipment. Hey, Nikita. How are you, sir? Come up here, Mr. Nikita. Mr. Nikita is one of my black belts. He's one of the greatest guys I have ever met in my life. I swear to you, he set such a great example for me. He got his black belt last year. How old are you now? You started doing martial arts when you were what? 6 years old. When he first came down martial arts school, he couldn't speak English. I didn't know that. But through martial arts, he learned how to like speak proper English. I'm telling you, when I say he's a great guy, such a great example, when he went up for his black belt test, he had all the adults in their crying. Because he respects himself so much. So it made all the adults realize how important it was for us to set a better example for him. So he's going to help me out right here. Okay? When I say stand up, Mr. Keita, have a seat for me. Up, Mr. Keita.
Yes, sir.
Just like that. Back down. Up, Mr. Keita. Say, sir. Back down. All right, everybody, we're going to move with Mr. Keita. We're going to stand up and say, sir, real loud, behold. I said I DJ, so if I mess up a scratch, it don't sound right. So everybody got to be in harmony. Everybody got to say it together. Everybody up!
Yes, sir!
Like, people falling down. What's going on out there? Right?
work the spirit. Watch your brother, he's behind you. Move up some.
I gotta show respect to them because anything hip-hop we gotta respect. So repeat it again, and we're gonna get into the show, and you're gonna get them ready, because right after this, we got something for y'all, let you know how big Street Smokes is and how big hip-hop is. This is hip-hop, man. You gotta be multifaceted, man. You gotta know how to do, you gotta de-haterize yourself, man. You gotta show love, man.
My name is Bam Johnson. That's my son, Marco Johnson. Everything you see comes straight from the hood, come from Baltimore, Washington, D.C. You see what you see with Jackie Chan and all those people. We've been to China in the world. He a 5-time world champion. I'm a 7-time world champion. Our thing is to take it back to the original form where there was hip-hop, there was kung fu. And in your hood, there was Shaw Brothers. Outside of Shaw Brothers, we was on the corner, we was beatboxing. So everybody say hip-hop needs to be cleaned up. Well, the value's already there. Martial arts bring that. You ain't got to have no black belt. What martial arts is really about is personal expression. What hip-hop is about is personal expression. Our movement is called the urban spirit movement. It's about bringing the real, bringing it back to the core. Anything on the street, from wherever it may be, it got to be a core value of principles. Be it a hustler, be it a gangster, be it whatever. Those same values is what we teach in the martial arts. You know, so we're going to get Mr. Marco come right back up again, and he's going to bring it right to you at another level. But you know what? He can get a little bit more pumped if you give him a little bit more hands, like you really appreciate what we doing. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to be in the hood. Let's go, y'all. Give me something. Can we get a beat? This called martial mix. Hip hop and martial arts. Right from the street. About this.
No human being on this planet got the strength to beat you down, or to take your heart, or to take your spirit. The only thing that can hurt you is you. Suck it up! There you go. Come on, one arm. It don't matter. Just do it. Get it out. Don't let it break you down.
The energy that comes off this guy is just phenomenal, and it's contagious.
When you come here, you leave behind everyday worries. You know, the frustration at work. Not every day is perfect, but when you come here, you know, you leave everything behind.
I mean, everyone has their own drama, but it's nice to get away from the 7 days a week that I have at home.
Well, it's not only about the physical stuff, it's also about how to defend yourself. It's about discipline and focus.
It gives me confidence and for myself to be strong and to not back away from anything.
In life, something's always going to be happening. you're never going to have a clear path towards success. There's going to always be something coming towards you.
Once you change your attitude in life, things start to work, you know, in mysterious ways.
I feel strong. I respect myself. Yeah, I feel like brand new every time I walk out of here.
I love that I came to Bam's Kung Fu. If it wasn't for my dad, I probably would still be overweight and not happy.
Harder! Harder! Because the girl's not going to be hitting you on the street, the guy is. Harder!
When you hear the word the BAM, it goes beyond just the energy. It goes beyond just WMAC master. It goes to a great father. It goes to a, you know, a loving husband. It goes to all those things, the things that I strive to one day be.
Go, punch! Yeah, scream it out. Scream!
He is just the embodiment of what a role model should be.
Don't you quit. Don't quit. Come on. Come on, Mr. Marvin. You know why I'm here.
I don't think they know how much they mean to me and Seth. Me as a single mom, he doesn't have a male to look up to in the household. And so when he comes home and he says, you know, Professor Bam told me I was a champion today.
Come on.
It means the world to me because he has someone that he can look up to every day when he comes into the school and say, I want to be a man just like that.
The memories that you make here are memories that will stay with you forever.